Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I'd like to take a moment and share with you some wisdom. I'm sure you've heard it before. You've rejected it. Doesn't matter how many times you've heard it. The truth is the truth. I want to remind you that the pain and suffering that we experience on this earth, in these bodies, during these times, is a result of our ignorance. It is a result of deception. It is we the people choosing to follow a dictation that leads us down a path of pain and suffering. So I would like to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is another power that you and I cannot see every day, per se. It is an invisible power. We also have a power on earth that we can see, and it is the power of we the people invested in individuals that we have chosen, well, I believe one way or another, to guide us, who have deceived us, saying they could lead us down that path that we all crave. And yet, it doesn't matter who speaks, we continue down this path of pain and suffering. So I take this moment to speak to people everywhere, whether you're in South America, North America, East America, West America. I want to talk to you if you are in 7 continents. I want you to know the message that I bring to you is truth. It is a message that there is a power invisible that you can't see. I call it God. Many of you might call it a fantasy. But I relate that because I have seen miracles that human beings, people like you and I, could not do. And it gives evidence of an earth that I stand on that you and I could not create, water that I drink for survival that you and I could not create, food to eat that you and I could not create, air to breathe that you and I could not create, a physical structure, a being that you and I could not create, and yet it is all here. And being that it is all here, and being that we are all here, I am satisfied beyond doubt that it is purpose that we are here. Because all of the essentials necessary for our survival are also planted here. Some of it is in the earth, on the earth, above the earth. And again, some of it is seen, and again, some of it is invisible. But it exists, and you know it exists. And because of that evidence, it should not be complicated for you to understand that a power I call God can exist. I know it exists. And so I stand before you to tell you that the pain and suffering that you experience in your life every day is because you've given allegiance to those who have lied to you, those who promised you that they could do better for you. And even when they did better, it was for some and not all of you. So I stand at this moment in time to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a God. Now, let me fixture this in your mind. This earth we live on, here, so that we would have a home. Earth, every last one of us here, earth, to have a home. But this is not the only home. We need another home. And I'm talking about something like a house. Something we could split up and do the things that we do. So let me give you something, ladies and gentlemen, about this God that I speak to you about. Everybody listen now. Wherever you are, got a radio, turn it on, got a TV, turn it on. I want you to listen. This God created a plan that we could live wherever we are. Humans can live wherever they are as if they're on heaven. And how you do that? You do that by participating in the process. In other words, you are creating heaven daily. It doesn't slip upon you. It is brought upon you by your choices. And how does that work? You have that power, my friends, that you come on this earth, you bring with you a gift, a talent, something that you can do, something that you can engage in, so that you can participate in the process of creating whatever it is you desire. As an individual, collectively, you having the greatest joy in that gift that you are bringing to give to society, that you are bringing in service to society, gives you your greatest joy. That power that created you will provide, has provided. When you do, you will receive that greatest joy. You on earth, you came to do something. You're doing it, your greatest joy. Now, what are you doing? Many of you will be medical professions. I use medical because today I was listening to a program talking about Medicare, talking about retirement. And I tell you, many, millions of people listening to that and trying to make it work for you adequate would require that you got an attorney just to figure out what you should do. That's because of the way we're living. And we're giving attention to those who promise to do better, but they're leading us down a path of pain and suffering. Hold on. And it doesn't matter, we continue to walk down that path of pain and suffering. But I come to give you some information that you don't have to. Millions have come on this earth, and their careers are designed to offer health care. Nothing else but health care. All over the world, people are scattered all over the world. Come here to provide health care. Health care. Not to make money, but to provide health care. To give them their greatest joy, to provide health care and nothing else but health care. There were those that were all over the earth in bodies for the simple reason is to build whatever is required. Houses, schools, whatever else. You name it. That's all you came to do. All you came to do. Gives you your greatest joy in doing it. Some of you came here with one purpose, and that's to dig ditches. Gives you your greatest joy to dig ditches. And we, as a people, as a society, and a nation, needs ditches. It's very important. You listening to me? We need teachers. And millions of you all over the globe came here for one purpose, to teach. Many of you came here with one purpose, to be engineers. Nothing else but do what engineers do. Give you your greatest joy. Nothing could give you more joy. There were those who came here with a very specific purpose. That's to make sure that you understand the difference between listening to that power you can't see, but with that power you can allow to live in you so that that power can be seen through you, as opposed to some deceptive one trying to deceive you to believe that they can take you any other place other than that path of pain and suffering. I come to tell you about a God, my friends, that have set it up. So when each of you that have come into this earth doing what you came to do, you will never have to suffer from a lack. Everybody's housed, everybody's food and fed and clothed, and got education unlimited, health care from the womb to the tomb, infrastructure, transportation, and anything that you can imagine. The electric lights came here for a purpose. You know what the purpose is. The computer came here for a purpose. You know what it's for. Big Ben, the clock, you know what it's for. It was a gift so that you can benefit from what it does. Not to make money. Just think about everybody having access to the things that exist that they desire, need, or want. That takes you off of that path of pain and suffering. The only ones that talk to you about getting off that pain, off that path of pain and suffering, are those that's telling you about a God that cares about you. They ain't lying to you. Don't have to lie to you. Don't have to deceive you. Don't have to trick you to get on some money so they can exploit you. God is real. God is your Father. God has prepared this thing that you can do it righteously. But didn't want to force you. Decided to give you choice. And since the beginning of time, we have chosen to walk by the dictates of those leading us down a path of pain and suffering. But for those of you who say you know the truth, it is evidence. Because before you walk down this path of pain and suffering, you'll walk up the hill of liberation. Even though death stands up there, you'll walk up there anyway, bold as you can be. Why? Because you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the truth. That changes you. That changes the world. Until, goodbye for now.